It's the Brian and Kendra Show with Brian Cook and Kendra Cox of Keller Williams Realty Elite.
I am Kendra Cox.
I'm Brian Cook.
Between the two of us, we have over 30 years of experience.
Sharing real estate tips and advice. Right here on Classic Hits 1073.
Hey, we're here with Kevin Kanzler on the Brian and Kendra Show today. It is, I don't even know what it is.
It is what, Brian? I'm Kendra Cox with
It's
Keller
Thursday.
Williams Realty Elite.
It's been Wednesday all day to me till...
It has been Wednesday all day, and about 3:45 or 4 o'clock you went, today is Thursday.
What do we do on Thursday? I guess I'll stay in town.
I think you threatened me to leave, didn't you? Yeah. Thank you for not leaving. So Kevin Kanzler with State Farm. Kevin, I forgot to prep you that you have to get like right on, like you're kissing the mic.
So either move it. Yeah, there you go.
Sorry, Melissa.
Okay, I'm right on the mic.
Okay,
Yes.
So hello. It's good to have you.
Great to be here.
We're going to have lots of fun today talking about
Yes.
insurance.
Yes. But
But
we
first,
always get to talk about statistics.
Oh, yay, numbers.
Numbers.
Market
We need
report.
like one of those.
No, we don't. Stop it. You don't get your own special music
Okay.
for a market report.
Okay, so last week we had 79 active listings in the Woodward area, Woodward County. This week we only have 72, which is kind of crazy. I'm getting to that, why we only have 72. To this week, in the last 7 days, there were 6 new listings, or last week there were 7 new listings. There are 34 pending, which is more than the 31 we had last week. Woodward, Oklahoma City, City of Woodward only has 19. Still, it's been the same like every
I'm
week.
sorry, where are we again?
Woodward, America.
Okay, just making sure.
What did I say?
I'm not sure what you
Okay.
said. Maybe I was listening well, but
And
it sounded funny
again.
to me.
But we only had 1 residential real estate closing in the last 7 days in Woodward.
I think we're going to fix that tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Yes, but
And I hope we're fixing that tomorrow.
we had 6 new pending contracts this week. The crazy number is this one. We had 11 houses that expired or withdrawn in the last 7 days.
You want to talk about that?
Yes. So we have some of the houses have just been hard to sell. Our market's been a little crazy, funky. So a few of them, one of them pulled off to refinance. One of them pulled off because the house they wanted sold. One of them is just, and then others I'm assuming are just on hold.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say the ugly, because here's some things that we hear. We hear that people are anxious to list their houses or to keep their houses on the market because they're afraid that the market is falling apart. And so I think that it'd be wise for us to address that a little bit. Do you think the market's falling apart? Do you
By
think
these numbers, we are not falling apart. We're running out of inventory.
Right. So is it a good time to go ahead and keep your home listed if it's listed?
I think, yes.
Should I list my house and sell my house?
Yes.
Really?
Not yours.
And move
We
to
like yours.
Alaska?
Yeah, no. So, back
Kevin
to all
was
that.
talking about it being 100 degrees a couple of weeks
Yes.
ago. I'm ready to go.
Oh, God, I can't handle 100. So, it comes back to, and then the 3 things that help sell houses are your location, condition, and price. I keep bringing that up because you can't change the location generally
Right.
within reason. Condition, yeah, we can do everything we can to get your house ready to sell. Price is really the biggest thing that you can negotiate and move on a house.
Right.
So we do have a really cool program. If you're thinking to sell your house, call us.
Yes, our
It's called
home
a Home
ready.
Ready. And we will send you a link to it. It's like a Home Ready course. It's step-by-step videos and some information, like a quick class. You tackle one room at a time and make it happen. So it's a really cool program. So give us a call on that. We will forward that out if you're thinking about selling your house and kind of get you ahead of the game.
All right, we need to have a serious discussion.
Okay.
Okay, so this week we had some news in our office, and when our hearts are broken, so we just wanted to do a little shout out. We lost one of our former agents. I keep saying one of our agents because
She just retired.
She just retired, but we lost our Marlene Stewart. Marlene, I told you yesterday in the vehicle that I think she and I started at the same time.
2005.
So I moved to Woodward in 2008, and she was one of the first agents that I met over here. And she always was super kind. And I'll always hear, well, dear, because I would say things, and I think Marlene didn't know what to say back to me, which is not unusual. She's not the only one with that problem. She'd go, well, dear. And I don't know, I can't say like she did. And I'll always have that in my brain.
Yep.
So she was stellar, and we'll miss her.
Yep. So it's
So shout out to her family.
Yes.
Our deepest condolences on your loss and our loss too.
yes.
So, all right, we are going to move on. We're going to talk about insurance today, and I'm really excited about this. Insurance is not necessarily a fun topic for me, but I think that I know, sorry, Kevin, but it's not really something that comes up in my conversations when I'm hanging out with my girlfriends. Like,
I understand.
I mean, really, I've never had like dandy night fire pit when we're all like, hey, guys, let's talk about insurance. But maybe we should talk about insurance at the fire pit.
No.
Only if Brian's running the fire pit.
Yes.
Did you listen to us
Pie
when Mike
noodles.
Wickwer was on? Brian Fire. Definitely need to talk about insurance before Brian starts fires.
Yes.
So, all right, let's take a very quick sponsor break, and then we'll come back and talk about insurance.
Comfort Zone is a multi-generational company serving Northwest Oklahoma in commercial and residential needs. Plumbing, air conditioning, heaters, refrigeration, sewer and drain cleaning, backhoe trencing, and crane service. And they are your geothermal specialists. Contact them at 580-254-5864 or stop by 116 East Main Street.
It's the 5 hours you spend in the kitchen mastering your famous recipe or spending quality time with your family. Other insurance companies may just see it as a house. It's not just a house, it's your home. Hi, I'm State Farm Agent Kevin Kanzler, and I see your home as the time and memories you put into them. I understand what your things really mean to you, and I'm here to help give them the protection they deserve. My office is located on the corner of 13th and Oklahoma and Woodward, or call me at 580-256-2216 for your home insurance today.
On Point Land Survey can take care of all your residential, commercial, and industrial survey needs. This family-owned and operated business proudly serves Northwest Oklahoma and Southwest Kansas. These lifelong Northwest Oklahoma residents with over 19 years of experience are ready to serve you with the latest equipment and capable trucks to get your job done. Call On Point Land Survey today at 580-256-6757 or at 1918 Main Street in Woodward, Oklahoma, or visit their website at onpointlandsurveyok.com. Professional, trusted, local.
This is Todd McHugh
And Jackie Jones.
with Woodward County Abstract, Dewey County Abstract, and Fairview Abstract. I would like to thank everyone in Woodward and Northwest Oklahoma for choosing us for their real estate title and closing needs this past year. We will be offering new services in 2020, including bilingual closings, internet closings, and digital abstracting.
We look forward to making real estate closings faster, simpler, and more efficient for you in the future.
We want to thank you for your continued support and business.
Okay, we're back.
We are.
I thought I'll just beat you
Facebook
to
and
it
all,
so then you
'cause
can't stress me
I'm
out.
not sure what
and-
they were doing. But
It happens. Okay,
Such a-
so here's the thing. This is why I'm so excited about talking about insurance today. There are so many things that I have not understood in my insurance life. And I know I've done some things wrong. And so I feel like we're going to be able to get some really great information from you and help our listeners to make some wiser choices than I have made. So, you ready to get started?
I'm ready to get started.
All right, Kevin, you are not like a Woodward native. I don't remember you from when I was growing up. Where are you from?
I'm from Southwest Oklahoma. That's where I grew up. So
And then you moved to God's country,
I moved to God's country. I did.
and you're never going back, right?
This is my forever home.
Ah, I love it. Forever home. We like to say those words too. All right, so here you are. You've been in Woodward 6 years,
That's right.
insurance, and you have a lovely family. You've got 3 boys and a precious wife.
I do.
Notice I said 3 boys and a precious wife, not precious boys and 3 wives, right? Mostly I wasn't going with the precious boys.
There's TV
I know
shows
one of
about
your
that.
boys. Yes, there are. I didn't really mean to go there. It was an accident, and yes, I'm blushing. Okay, so, but your boys, they're all very active and do all kinds of I see shooting sport. I see. I just forgot his name.
Kellen.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Good job, Kendra. Kellen. Okay, so he does like shooting sports, right?
He does. That's his spice of life right there.
Is he a
So
middle?
He's my middle
That's
child.
why. See, I identify with him being
Yeah.
a middle. People don't know my name either. I mean, I don't even know my name.
It's okay, Susan. So
All right. So, and then your wife, though, she is a teacher over at Moreland.
that's right.
Yes, we've talked.
Seventh and eighth grade. Yep.
My nephew has her. And,
That's right.
And I understand my nephew is. I mean, I think he's wonderful and amazing and awesome. But I remember you telling me a little story that maybe his sarcasm was lost on you for a minute.
I didn't know exactly how to take when Melissa was sharing me some stories. I thought, well, I mean, that's kind of a smart aleck little kid, but I think he's just got a really good sense of humor. So.
I think he's got an aged sense of humor. And I also think he was raised by my sister-in-law is precious, but she's quiet. But my brother, I couldn't say quiet, and I'm not going to call him precious either. All right, so here we are. Okay, so first things first, I want to ask you about homeowner insurance. Obviously, is going to be the most important thing that we talk about because we sell homes, and this is what we see the most. So any tips, tricks, or anything for homeowners insurance that you want to tell me?
Well, for homeowners, it's probably one of the largest assets that you have. So that's something that you want to protect. And it's something that I would need customers to make sure that they just visit with our office or visit with their insurance agent to make sure that they're properly covered. Because a lot of times they might get advice from somebody trying to kind of cheapen the premium, which in a lot of times it reduces coverages. And one thing that I visit with customers a lot is, what's important to you? Is it price or cost? And a lot of times people look at price, but at claims time, if it's going to cost them a lot of out-of-pocket money or they have to drain their savings because they weren't properly covered, it wasn't that much of a savings in premium in the front side. It's going to cost you a lot on the hind side.
Absolutely. One of the things that Brian and I have talked about in the office that I think is super impressive that I think that you still offer this, is you offer almost kind of a home warranty for some appliances.
I need to turn in a claim.
Not right now, you don't. We're busy.
We'll do it later. I'll make a note.
I don't know. Did I say that all funky? Because at first you gave me a look.
No, well,
you want to correct me?
It
it's
is
fine.
Insurance. It's kind of like a warranty, but it is not a warranty. But it's called home systems protection. It's items that are built into your home, not appliances, but things that are maybe wired or plumbed in, like air-conditioned hot water heaters, solar panels, things like that. More of your bigger items that if you've got this endorsement already that's added to your homeowner's policy, then it can help alleviate some of that expensive cost. Now, it has to fall into the guidelines. It can't be slowly going down, lots of repairs. That's more of a maintenance issue, but it's the abrupt loss or direct loss of that particular item.
So in 2019 in February, I called Brian on a Sunday night and said, hey, I've had a heck of a weekend. My water heater broke and my furnace broke. Oh,
my garage door opener broke.
my garage door hadn't broken yet. Oh. And my plumbing is messed up too. And so things are going a little rough. I might be late to work. And then I was on time until I tried to leave the garage and the garage door opener wouldn't work. So if I had properly insured myself with your home systems program, do you think I would have fared a little better? Please tell me that's worst case scenario. Please tell me other people don't have things like that happen.
Oh, people have it happen all the time. So there's just
bless
a lot
their
of
hearts.
times.
It was kind of crazy.
I usually just have to ask them what's going on, because just because something breaks doesn't necessarily mean that it's covered. We just kind of have to determine what the cause is. So.
All right. Okay, so it's just kind of fun to say that story. I only cried like a couple of little tears. Like I didn't even cry at the office because I kept laughing. Because I mean, really, does that happen? Oh my gosh, it was insane. All right, it was also the coldest day of the year. Okay, so little fun break. In your little sponsor commercial that we have, you say whether it is, I can't remember exactly how you word it, but something about perfecting your favorite recipe in the kitchen.
Yep.
Go ahead, spill the beans. What's your favorite recipe in the kitchen?
Well, if you'll ask my wife and my family, I cook a lot.
Really?
I do. But I am one of those food scientists that you would see on like Alton Brown on Food Network. I kind of just work with the chemistry of food. Or I feel like I'd be a good contestant on Chopped, because you just throw a bunch of stuff. I don't follow recipes. And if I create something that's just incredible, Melissa will ask me, well, how did you make that? I'm like, yeah, I don't know.
I have no idea.
And I will never make it again. And because I never follow a recipe, I just kind of put a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So that's my recipes. I don't really follow one, but I sure do enjoy.
Do you enjoy being in the kitchen?
I do love putting it together. I do not like cleaning up after myself.
I think I'd rather clean than cook.
Well.
Oh, man. Not my fave.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next thing that I have on my list, do you have anything, Brian, on your list? You're being really quiet.
I just have fun stories. So.
Okay, give us one fun story.
One fun story. So, my daughter, Ashlyn, might have wrecked her car.
I remember this story.
7-ish in the morning, she calls and freaked out. Dad, I wrecked my car. I'm like, okay, are you okay? And did the whole dad thing and kept my calm and like, it's just a thing. As long as you're okay, who cares? Blah, blah, blah. She sends me a picture of the car and I'm like, probably not fixable. So I text Kevin, hey, Kevin, I'm going to Wichita to swap out cars with my daughter and what do I need to do? And like it was, by the time I got there, it was all taken care of.
That's awesome.
Car was done. In fact, I had the free to go like, I think it was like, I said, can I just go buy a car up here? I mean, how does the money thing work? And you said, yeah, I'll have you a check as soon as you get done. Like,
that's awesome. Makes it simple. And that, because a lot of times with insurance, I think this is why it has a negative connotation in our minds. So many times with insurance, it's because something negative is happening.
Right.
And so you're already in a stressful situation. And then, so bless your heart, that puts you in a negative situation too, because we're calling you whenever we're stressed out. But that's the whole point.
Yep.
Is that insurance is there to help us. And, and so we curse it whenever we're making our monthly premiums. But man, we're thankful for it when we need
cost versus price.
Yes.
I mean, it was very,
and for you, the security of mind to be able to just run up there and know Kevin was taking care of it here was a big deal.
Yeah. So the cost of service, and I feel like in Kendra and I's situation with real estate, we feel like we service our customers.
Right.
I believe Kevin services customers.
Yes.
So if you're not shopping insurance, I don't know if it's always that bottom dollar. I know I can probably save a few bucks on my insurance if I wanted to, but I can't probably call the dude and say, hey, I'm headed to Wichita to haul off a car. Can you take care of that? And they take care of it on the phone.
I think it goes back to local. I mean, I know that it goes back to local. It goes back to having a relationship with your insurance agent, and we're able to do that with you. We can sit across from you as opposed to some of the big companies that we see online all the time. And there's so much value in that, and we appreciate that about you.
Yeah,
well, that's something that I would want. Myself, I give my personal cell phone to all of my customers that want it, and so sometimes if I forget to put the contact in, I'll get a question, and I'm not even for sure who it is. So, yeah.
Sometimes I'll text him like, can I afford the insurance on this car?
Oh, yeah, whatever. This car. We all know what that car was.
I missed it.
That blue Corvette.
Yes.
Doggone it.
Yeah, I missed it.
That's too bad, isn't it? Yeah, you're really disappointed, aren't you?
Yes.
Man, paint that thing red.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes.
He'd never get anywhere being stopped all the time.
There's a red Ferrari in Tulsa for sale.
Oh, wow.
I think you should get it.
Yes.
And I can borrow it at the parade.
All right, I'll see you guys later.
There you go.
The show.
I don't think so. All right. So my next thing with insurance is this umbrella. So I have this picture here of an umbrella. So talk to us about the umbrella policy. Should everybody have that? Is that something just like I have an umbrella policy because I'm terrified taking people in my car. I mean, I'm a great driver, very solid, slow, cautious.
Things happen.
Okay, I'm very airheaded whenever I drive sometimes. And so, I mean, it scares me because I want to do what's best and I want to take care of people. And so I have this wonderful umbrella policy. Tell us about it.
Okay, so an umbrella policy, one thing that we do with a lot of our customers, they're personal liability umbrella policies. And that's one of the things that we talk to our customers. Yes, there's aggravating claims and there's devastating claims. An aggravating claim would be just like maybe a hail claim on a roof. Yes, it's aggravating. You've got to pay your $1,000, your $2,000 deductible. Or a windshield claim on your car, you've got your $500 deductible. It's aggravating. Even if you can easily come up with the $500, just taking the time to go to a body shop, just the hassle of it. But a more devastating type claim is if you were to, in your vehicle, maybe and things happen, people step out in front of you, you cause a lot of bodily injury. You happen to do something and your child shoots a firework, starts the neighbor's yard on fire, burns down 3 houses. I mean, things just happen. But you're financially liable for your actions. And so if you're having to come up with $250,000, $1 million worth of maybe just bodily injury type things with a lawsuit or a claim, yes, your auto insurance is going to have some liability. Your home insurance is going to have some liability. But once that's exhausted, you're done. And then the insurance company, they've done their part. They've paid out their limits. But once those limits are done, it just doesn't, all of the rest of those damages, they don't just vaporize into thin air. You're responsible. So that's where that extra $1 million liability policy gives you that extra protection if you need it.
Absolutely. And I think that's huge. The other thing that I that I think is huge, and we talked about this week. I think my brother thinks I'm who doesn't think I'm a little bit crazy, but my brother, I think he thought I was kind of going off the edge a couple of years ago, because I come to him with these life insurance policies and I say, here, these are my life insurance policies. You're the beneficiary. When I'm dead, please take care of my kids. And he kind of looked at me like, where are you going? Well, I'm not going anywhere yet, but you don't know. You just don't know. Yep. And so let's talk about life insurance.
Okay. That's something that we specialize in our office a lot. This time of year, and especially when we're just looking at Facebook, we start seeing all these colored maps on our phones about golf ball, softball size hail coming our way. So we immediately think about our houses and tornado. Can I lose my house? Well, there's more than one. There's more than just a natural way. There's more than one way to lose your house. A lot of us often think about that natural disaster, maybe that fire, maybe that tornado. And it's happened in Woodward, so it's on everybody's mind, especially this time of year.
Absolutely.
We just had our anniversary. But, you can also, just like myself, Melissa and I, we pay for the mortgage on our house. We use our income to pay for our mortgage. If our income disappears, it's going to be pretty difficult for either one of us to continue to pay that mortgage. So, banks don't like to foreclose on properties, but, there was a contract. So loss of income, when you have a loss of life and a loss of income, then that mortgage gets pretty tight. That's where life insurance can come into play. So life insurance can take care of things like loans and liabilities, replace income, take care of final expenses. Everybody has dreams for their family. So it can just help continue those dreams. Even if I'm not around, I want my boys to still have the dreams that they deserve. So that's where my life insurance is going to come into play.
So with homeowners insurance, and probably with my health insurance, things like that too, I should be visiting with you every year and saying, hey, let's review my policy, make sure that I'm still covered appropriately. So our homes, we hope will appreciate. We want to make sure that our insurance appreciates with them, correct?
Absolutely.
Do I want to do that with my life insurance as well?
I think everybody should cover all of their insurances with their agent on an annual basis. And I know that seems to be a little bit repetitive. There may be some years you work a little bit more on life insurance, and some years you focus a little bit more on your property insurance. But you know how it's recommended to go to your doctor, for your annual checkup? They're basically going to kind of dig a little bit deeper, ask questions. I don't take blood, but I just evaluate the situation. That
certainly makes the whole process less painful, doesn't it?
It sure does. I just like to dig a little deeper and see if I can find any gaps and concerns, because I would rather find some gaps and concerns and discuss it at that time rather than at the time of the claim saying, oh, Kendra, I'm so sorry. I should have talked to you about this.
Right.
So.
Absolutely.
Doesn't mean they have to make a decision right then. Right. But I just want them to be aware.
I think Brian's like dying to go to a commercial break, but I'm not ready yet. Okay. I have one more thing I want to ask before we do that. Let's talk about how old, only old people should have life insurance because they're going to die sooner. Or, obviously I'm making a joke here, but I got life insurance policy on my kids whenever they were 1 and 2. And I was in my early 20s whenever I purchased my first life insurance policy. Is that a good recommendation?
No, life insurance rates are based on health and they're based on age. So if you want something very affordable, get it while you're young and get it while you're healthy. Because if you wait till you're older and unhealthy, two things are going to happen. You're going to pay out the wazoo for your life insurance, or you may be ineligible and can't even qualify for life insurance.
Absolutely.
So
awesome. Okay, now we can take our commercial break. We'll be right back.
Homeowners and business owners, do you want to know how to extend the life of your home or commercial building? Call APC LLC in Woodward. APC specializes in installing high-quality 5-inch and 6-inch seamless guttering and custom commercial guttering. Whether it's a small system or a large system, APC can help. Call APC LLC at 580-571-2384. That number again is 580-571-2384 for all your seamless gutter needs.
Our home is usually our largest investment, and we insure it against damage. One unseen destructive force not covered by most insurance policies is termites, which can infest a house for years before being detected. Termites cost U.S. homeowners an estimated $5 billion annually in treatment and repairs. Using the Centricon termite bait system, JCP Services can protect your home from the threat of a termite infestation. Call 580-334-5380. Again, 580-334-5380.
Stop in to Modern Appliance on Main Street today to see powerful Maytag brand kitchen appliances available in a finish inspired by cast iron. Cast iron black is a hard-working, matte finish that is as tough as it is timeless, so you can trust it to help resist scratches while helping hide fingerprints and minor dents and stand up to the everyday. Add an iconic look to your home with cast iron black kitchen appliances from Maytag brand. See it at Modern Appliance, 2102 Main, or online at modernappliancewoodward.com.
For 150 years, Sherwin-Williams has been an industry leader in the development of technologically advanced paint and coatings. As the nation's largest specialty retailer of paint and painting supplies, Sherwin-Williams is dedicated to supporting both your do-it-yourselfers and painting professionals with exceptional products, resources to make confident color selections, and expert personalized service that's focused on your unique project needs. Sherwin-Williams is your neighborhood paint store. Stop by and see them, 2101 Oklahoma Avenue, or call them 580-256-5861. Hey, we're back. And our sponsors, we couldn't do this show. I mean, they help us afford, and we love them, and we refer all our people to them. So Bank 7, they do a great job.
Their best investment is you.
Yes, MLS.
No, NMLS number
677297. So, Woodward County Abstract, we're actually doing some closings there tomorrow. One that's only taken us like 9 months, 6 months, whatever.
Yeah, but that's not their fault.
It's not their fault, but they're killing it. Comfort Zone's out working on my water heater today on one of my houses that we're closing next week. You got to raise it in the garage. It's very frustrating. And then this Kevin Kanzler guy.
Never heard of
he's
him.
here. On Point Land Survey.
I sent Mike an order today and said, Mike, I need you to do a drive-by and help me out on this.
A drive-by and the piece of property that we were talking about listing last week. Ooh, we sold it.
Yep.
Which is on my list. Sold it. Pretty cool piece of property. He's got to go out and survey it and justify the rivers and all that fun stuff. Eric Andrews with APC. They do a great job painting. If it's you're still strapped at home and you've tore the paper off the wall because you're bored, they can fix it. JCP, he sprayed my yard. He does more than pest control. He sprayed some yards for us. Sherwin-Williams. We sold one of them dudes a house. Closing tomorrow.
Yes.
But yeah, so I'm sure he'll be buying his own paint. Maybe. And then Modern Appliance, we're doing another closing tomorrow with the same closing, and they have held our appliances for 9 months to get the house done, and that was part of the transactions. We had to get appliances and install them, and they've done a good job waiting and being patient with us and having inventory and holding it and not charging us. But we'll pull that tomorrow. So, Kevin,
what makes you successful?
I tell you what, it's my team. I'm only as successful as great as my team is, and I want to give a shout out, Danny, BJ, Dustin, and Maddie. I appreciate everything that you do for us, making us great.
They're good. You do have a great team and a great office too.
Yep.
All right, one more quick thing. So, whenever we have this big hailstorm tomorrow, do I call my roofer first or do I call you first?
I suggest you call me.
Call you.
That way, I can kind of guide you through the steps.
Okay.
Will you be making a claim? You might be, but I just want to kind of go over your deductible, make sure that it's a wise claim that you make, because if it's within just a few dollars of your deductible, I would probably recommend you not make a claim,
right? Because
then you're just making a claim for no reason. But yeah, I guide my customers through the entire process to make it as painless as possible for them.
Awesome. You want to give our listeners your phone number, please?
Absolutely. 580-256-2216.
Awesome. We really appreciate you being here tonight and sharing some of your knowledge and your wisdom with us about insurance.
And there's a lot of information.
Oh, man.
Just catch Kevin sometime. Go by the office, and there's so much insurance
Office is
stuff.
located at 13th in Oklahoma.
Your new favorite, Classic Hits 107.3 KLSI Moreland Woodward. Tell a friend.